Last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. For the city like the championships. All my records go hard.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Lockett. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, Jones on the screen. This is Ekeler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Ekeler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. Running on 1st down, Ekeler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jones. Off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
This one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
4-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Seahawks send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Switch.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Eckler. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 6.
From the gun, Jones. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Rodgers.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Forced out to his left. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. It's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Jones now operating from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Vikings.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And they're going option play on third down. A quick toss outright, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it. A little further down inside the 40.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2, escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Jones. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Odell Beckham, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds Beckham, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And the Vikings first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.